excuse me, with that whole pose down thing. We've seen Scott Steiner and Triple H do it. I've seen so many other wrestlers do it back in the day. Superstar Billy Graham, I think, is one that did it. Don't care for it too much. Let's just get in there and get the match going. So I think that was a little bit of a waste, but again, that's creative and the writers for you. They actually have a fairly decent match. I think if given the opportunity and time, and if they really take that more seriously, I think Lashley and Apollo Crews, Uwat Nation, I think they could have a really good match if they actually let these guys get the time and they actually let them tell the story. I'm a huge fan of Uwat Nation. Love them in the Indies. But Lashley gets the win with the spear. Yeah, I give that match a C. From there, another one I want to touch on is Rollins and Drew McIntyre. I like the matchup there. I think that match could have been a lot better. Good back and forth between the two. As always, two good wrestlers. I think what they could have done is another thing, give them more time to tell their story. I don't know why the matches have to be rushed when you have a 3-hour show, but again, that's Vince and creative. That's not for me to say. Spot I did like. I liked the reverse Alabama slam. The reverse Alabama slam on the outside. I did also like Drew getting caught with that Falcon arrow from Seth. I think that was a nice exchange there. Again, I'm waiting to see what they're going to do with these two guys and what story they're going to try to tell. I'm trying to be patient, but patience are running just a little bit thin. Rollins gets the win with a roll up. That was it. Then they do a backstage segment where Dean cuts a good promo, doing what he always does, talking about the Royal Rumble, how he wants to get his hands on Drew and Lashley and get his IC title back. Typical Dean, John Moxley promo. Didn't have a problem with it. I'm still trying to figure out what his character is. Is he a damn aviator or something all of a sudden? Not understanding the jacket at all. But I digress. We had the Lucha House Party versus Jinder Mahal and the Singh brothers, the Bollywood boys. Yeah, anyway, Lucha House Party won that. Nothing to really talk about on that. I actually wish that they would release the Bollywood boys, and I would actually like to see them go to AEW. They've had good matches before with the Young Bucks, and so yeah, I would really like to see. Excuse me, I'm messing around with my camera. I would really like to see the Bollywood boys go to AEW. They can stop with that stupid gimmick that they're giving them. Then we have an Elias versus Baron Corbin match. I think after that, boring, absolute boring. Tired of seeing this match for the umpteenth time. I think they need to just move on from them two. There's no story there. I do think they need to give Elias more ring time to get better. He's so green, and you can see it a lot. Corbin, man, I like this guy ever since he was in NXT, and he's just lost so much steam. It seems like Corbin needs to be just repackaged. Go away for about 2 months or so, fake an injury or something. Bring him back as a repackage because, man, he just sucks now. When I first saw him on the main roster, I was kind of getting that lone wolf Barry Windham feel, and now I'm getting absolutely nothing from him on that. Then we have, I believe it was Rude and Gable taking on the Revival. Really? We're going to treat the Revival like that? We're going to just treat the tag team division like that? Like I told y'all before, I'm a huge Jim Cornette fan. Love the Midnight Express. This match was just eh. The Revival did a great job as being the heels, doing what they do best, making the other guys look good in the ring. The WWE seems like they don't know what to do with the Revival, so hey, check this out, WWE. This is what you do with the Revival, okay? If you want to keep these guys, keyword, if you want to keep them. What I would do, I would get Arn Anderson to come out and manage the Revival. He's within the company. The man knows tag team wrestling. They're nothing but Arn and Tully anyway, or the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. Either way you want to put it, Arn's a part of all of that. Let Arn Anderson manage the guys. Simple fix. But anyway, as I was saying, Roode and Gable, though, in the end, they keep the tag team titles. Then out comes Zack Ryder. Well, I'm sorry, I'm ahead of myself. So then after the match, the Revival attack Kurt Hawkins. He was a special referee in that match, which Vince made earlier in the night, which I think was a dumb idea. But again, that's WWE for you. So then after that, they attack Kurt Hawkins. Out comes Zack Ryder from out of nowhere. Haven't seen Zack Ryder in I don't know how long. Good to see Zack, but don't know why we're putting Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins back together. I guess they're trying to beef up the tag team division on Raw because they need help. So Zack Ryder comes out. He attacks the Revival, and that was that. Then I believe after that we moved to a Moment of Bliss. Again, I'm just going through this real quick because it really wasn't a great show. Alexa Bliss just comes out, talks about the Women's Royal Rumble, name the participants. No big deal on that. Nia Jax comes out. Ember Moon then comes out and interrupts her, saying that she's tired of being in the back, just sitting in the dressing room and waiting for an invitation. So she invited herself. Then here come all the women, just about. I forgot everybody that came out. Sorry about that. Then it was just a big brawl for the women. Alexa Bliss comes. They come back to Alexa Bliss, and she says that she will be in the Royal Rumble. Then out comes Lacey Evans. Now this was a good part of the segment. Lacey Evans being in the Royal Rumble is a good thing. I hope that she has a good showing in the Royal Rumble. I really do like her character. I wouldn't even be mad if she won, but I doubt that. I'm hoping that her and Charlotte Flair, though I hope they tangle up while in the Women's Royal Rumble. So she says that she is going to be in it and she's going to win it. Have no problem with her promo. It was good. Segment, waste of time. We go from a Moment of Bliss to I think Ronda Rousey was cutting a promo. Here's something that I noticed about the promos tonight. Was it just me, or did it seem like everybody was forgetting their damn lines tonight? Ronda Rousey was stumbling over her words. Seemed like she was trying to find her way out of the promo and didn't know how to. She didn't know when to be intense, it seemed like, and it seemed a little crazy to me, but she worked her way out of that situation, which I think that was a good thing. But yeah, the promos were off tonight. Besides Dean's, didn't like Strowman's promo. It was so forced and scripted that you can tell I didn't feel anything coming from that promo. So then we get the Ronda Rousey, Natalia versus Bayley and Sasha Banks. Sorry about that. My mind just went blank for some reason. I do like what they did in that match with Sasha Banks. It looks like she's playing the heel, which is a good thing. She kept getting at Ronda Rousey. pissing her off, and I think that was quite hilarious. Match was decent. Kept my interest for a little bit. In the end, though, Sasha Banks slaps on the bank statement on Natalia, and Natalia taps, and Sasha and Bailey win. Again, sorry for such a weak review. The show was really not that good for me. I'm not finna sit in here and try to even go verbatim because it really kind of pissed me off. However, with the women's tag team titles being introduced, one thing I wouldn't mind seeing, I actually want to see Sasha turn on Bailey. And here's my reasoning. I think a very good tag team partner for Sasha Banks would be Bianca Belair. Their characters are very similar. I would love for her to turn on Bailey, and Bailey's asking her why. And they don't win the tag team titles. And I would love for them to call up Bianca Belair. Excuse me, Bianca Belair. But of course, I know they won't. Hopefully, she wins the NXT Women's title at Takeover. But it's just something about putting them two together. It looks like it will work. I would get that Shawn Michaels and Diesel feel with them as a tag team. I think they would be really good as a tag team together. Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. I promise you the review will be better for SmackDown. Hopefully SmackDown will be good. But until then, I will talk to you later. See ya.